We're going to do something a little bit different on this tip of the week for the week. This time of the year is the time for all the outfitters to get out and try to get the hunters in to come hunt their concessions, and they're to book hunts with them for the fall. They just had a big show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. A lot of outfitters have gone to that. Las Vegas show. Whatever the case may be, this is the time of the year to start looking and booking your hunts for the fall season. Now, one of the outfitters that I've booked with again is Curtis Price of Wilderness Outfitters. He puts on a good elk hunt, puts on mountain lion hunts, also mule deer hunts, and some whitetail hunts. Wilderness Outfitters, he's out of Mineral Wells, Texas. He's a good guy to book a hunt with. And as far as I know, you have to have your applications in by April 1st for New Mexico. Bobby Conyer came in the shop a couple weeks ago and asked me if I wanted to go to New Zealand on a red stag hunt. And we got a good deal on that. It's a 7-day hunt, so I told him yeah. And then he sent me a form back. It's called a gear list. And one of the things that you have to be aware of that when you travel overseas to another country, or some of the things that you have to have is like a passport. Your passport has to be updated. And they're good for 10 years, but just check the date on them. If it's getting close, you may want to go ahead and get it updated. And then also, check to see if that particular country you're traveling to wants you to have a visa. And a lot of countries that I've been to, if you're not going to be there longer than 90 days, you don't have to have a visa. The same thing with New Zealand. But check just to make sure. You sure as heck don't want to get in any trouble when you travel into a foreign country. This is Southern Hunting Safari's gear list that they sent. And along with South Africa and New Zealand, they want you to bring a perfectly clean pair of boots with you when you go to New Zealand. Don't take your old hunting boots that you've been tromping around in the mud and the blood out here in Texas or wherever you're from and expect to wear those same boots in New Zealand. They don't want any diseases in their country, and they don't want anything leaving their country that you can come back. So it's imperative that you have a good, clean pair of boots. Warm thermal socks, wool is the best. Thermal underwear, hunting trousers, shirts, jackets, rain gear, and a warm hat, and that kind of stuff is pretty normal. They say gaiters. You must be going to be walking through some tall grass, and so you want to bring some gaiters so your pants legs don't get all soaking wet. Of course, binoculars and a rangefinder, camera, spare batteries. You always want to capture your moments, so bring a camera, extra batteries, and you want to get a particular charger for that country that you're going to. Africa has a different prong, different voltage and different currents, and so does New Zealand. So you want to get that voltage adapter for that particular country. Ammunition, he says 2 to 3 boxes if you're going to hunt with a rifle, because they want you to go to a range. A walking pole. In this case, a 25-06 is minimum, but they prefer 30 calibers. And then you'd have to get a gun permit through your outfitter. And bow hunters, you're welcome to use a rifle if you don't get the opportunity to take one with your bow, but you want to make that arrangement with them too. He said it's not necessary to bring knives because your guides are going to field dress your deer. Lip balm, sunscreen, always bring your medications and extra glasses or contacts if you have those. And for free range hunts is a sleeping bag. And then good sense of humor so you can have a good time. So whenever you book a hunt, you want to make sure that they give you a gear list of what you need. You also want to ask that particular outfitter, if you're bow hunting, what ranges that you're going to be expected to shoot. Most of them want you to be proficient at 40 yards. You might have to take a longer shot. So make sure your bow is in tune. Make sure that you practice at least 40 yards, maybe longer if you have that opportunity. Because if you're traveling 10,000 miles, spending several $1,000s, you want to have a good hunt. Dave Leining, that's the tip of the week. We'll keep you pumping blood.